Franny here from Franny Sports and Travel Channel. These are two of my favorite little gals that I come down and see. And when I coached at Central Wyoming College, Richi, who's over here, was one of my first ball players when I had nobody. And then Aleta came, how many years after?
Just
one year. So she was like my first recruiting class. Richie was a rodeo gal who I said, you have to play basketball because I didn't have enough people. Also, I ended up giving money to the rodeo team because I had 3 sets of uniforms. I had a gazillion volleyballs and basketballs, so I needed to give the money away, so I gave it to the rodeo team because I had more rodeo gals than anybody. So what was your experience at CWC?
I loved it. Earned a 10.
And then how about your majors? What were your majors?
Started out in history ed. That was a failure. Went to recreation because of Tony Masters.
Yeah.
That I didn't like so much. So then I found out I liked to teach PE, maybe because of Fran.
There you go.
Actually, originally, Fran, I wanted to go to Colorado State University and be a PE teacher when I was about a junior higher.
Really?
So yeah, I had a little bit of that before, but you
sealed it for you?
You fostered all the rest of that.
And Aleta was one of my little smallest ball players, and she would shoot a 2-hand shot. She's still the only person I gave carte blanche. I didn't care where she shot it from because it would always go through. She would shoot it from half court. She was she was way before Caitlin Clark.
She was the original three-point shooter.
That's right.
There was no 3-point.
And now Aleta has tell me about your basketball being a coach.
It's too much to tell, but we had some pretty good teams.
Where are your teams from?
Wyoming Indian High School in E-City.
And there are 2A.
2A out of 4A.
And she holds the record now for the most championships at that level, and her kids.
Well, wins actually.
She's the winningest coach in Wyoming.
There you go. Thank you. I was trying to get that out of her, but of course she's shy like that and won't give herself that much credit. But
I will.
So what do you think basketball really kind of taught you?
To be disciplined.
Discipline.
Hard work.
And how about you?
Responsible.
Yeah.
Discipline, hard work.
Be responsible.
And teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork.
Yeah, that's, when I was going to school, Title IX, women didn't know how to help each other, and I learned that after I ended up playing on teams and everything. Prior to that, if you were up for the same job, a woman would step on your face to get there, whereas they didn't, and that's because they didn't know anything about teamwork, is one of the things that I kind of found out about. So, so give me a little Franny story.
Where do I start? Well...
What's a memory that you have?
A memory.
What did you talk about before? I forgot.
Well, a couple of them. I can remember, first of all, we made a lot of trips in the old orange and white bus.
Oh,
yeah.
God, I hated that bus.
We had,
Esmeralda?
Yeah, I think that's what we call
named
it.
her that.
I didn't remember.
This was an old school bus that they painted orange and white.
Do you remember? I do remember one memory. We were going to subregions in Sheridan, and I don't know, I may or may not have been preoccupied with somebody, and got on the bus and got halfway to Sheridan, remembered I didn't have my shoes.
Oh my God.
And you were hot. And got right on the phone and tried. The next place we stopped, you called and told. It was Cheryl and what was the other English teacher? Anyway, they were
Kathy.
Kathy. It was Kathy and Cheryl. And you called and told them to go get my shoes out of my locker. When we got there, then I had to borrow my friend Lori, who played for Sheridan, shoes, and she wore like a 12, and I was like a 9. So they got there just before the tournament, our game started, and got my regular shoes. But yeah, you were a little bit warm.
How about you, Aleta? Do you have a favorite memory?
I think we went to regions over in Omaha, Nebraska, and we got snowed in for like a week. It was a week.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we had to live in that hotel because the interstate was closed that whole time.
I can remember I took that bus up to play somebody that was up to Sheridan or something, and they hadn't put the snow tires on. And I was livid because I was coming down this mountain sideways, and I wasn't used to the snow and the sleet and the ice. And I just prayed right there, please just get me down this mountain. And I then remembered that I took those keys and went into the president's office, and I said, don't you ever send us out on a bus that is not prepared. I said we could have been killed. I still remember that. I was just like sweating bullets. So I just really hated that. But we have lots of good memories too.
Another one is we were on vans because we were with Bonnie and the other girl from Baltimore.
Joanne Cassidy.
Yeah, Joanne Cassidy. And I remember she was just thrilled the road was closed and there was a blizzard and she kept getting out of the van.
I remember going to Casper one day, vans too, that way.
Yeah.
And the other thing too I remember is my first year when there was just so few of us, and 6 a.m. practices. We had early morning practices, and listening to Silver Threads and Golden Needles. Running that, wow, I remember that.
Then we had to run down the stairs into the back through the other little locker room and back.
Yep. And those, I remember too doing, it was when We Will Rock You, Queen first came out with We Will Rock You. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
That was always played the first. And we had, when we would watch video, it was that old reel-to-reel.
Yes. I remember that. I may even have a copy of that. I wouldn't know how to play it, but I think I still have a copy of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway, this is part of my travels through Wyoming, and I could never imagine not seeing these gals, and they made special time today. So I'm always grateful to have you in my life, and really grateful that we shared some experiences together in this lifetime. So I love you both dearly. And I'm so proud of Aleta and all she's done with women's basketball, and has just carried on a wonderful tradition of Wyoming Indian High. So thanks, you guys have a great day, and I look forward to, don't forget to subscribe below to my channel, and know that you have a wonderful day out there too. Bye.